Such a beautiful night. I'm over at my daughter and son-in-law's house, and I just wanted to show you how pretty everything was, but also to talk about what I just read about plums. So this is the Scarlet Beauty plum that we love so much, that just produces crazy amounts of fruit, delicious. Doesn't need really many chill hours at all, doesn't need a pollinator. And then my grandson got about 6 to root, and then come to find out they are very nematode sensitive. And it says that you really need to get root stock that's called FloraGuard, and that it's the best one to get, that there's a new kind of nematodes, root knot nematodes, it seems like, that they found out about a few years ago, and this FloraGuard is the best one for the stone fruit. But if you have alkaline soil, it doesn't really like alkaline soil, which is what I have, so I don't know what the answer is about all these fruit trees that have nematode problems. But this is Scarlet Beauty plum. It really needs to be cut back quite heavily right after it fruits, otherwise it just breaks all the limbs down because it produces so much. But that's a wonderful fruit tree, and my daughter-in-law's aunt lives in Alturas, and she has a Gulf Beauty plum, Gulf, G-U-L-F, and it produces heavily there. So that might be another option for hot, humid climates. But just a gorgeous night out, and I wanted to share that about what I just read about the plums and the stone fruit for Florida. And this is a gorgeous Maui. So my grandson planted probably 15 Maui trees here. Almost everywhere you look that it's mulberry trees, they're Maui. And we planted figs, and they're doing okay. There's a few of them that are doing pretty good, even though they are very nematode sensitive. But these are all Mauis. I just had a delicious red fig off of this one. And she can't find the marker, so I'm not sure what it is. Another Maui. Pakistan mulberry. This is the yellow strawberry tree with the yellow fruit. I really can't tell a difference in the taste of them, but I love them. I've had 2 of them, and our freezes have killed both of them, and one of them was like 12, 15 feet tall. So they are very sensitive to freezes, but they're really worth having, and they grow super quickly. He just planted this one, so I need another one. They're worth having for sure. I love them. It really does taste like cotton candy. And this is their guava tree. It's a pink guava. It has guavas on it. Very delicious. And here is their Barbados, and this one is the Florida Sweet. I love them. I think they taste like Hawaiian Punch. And there's all kinds of different seedlings. Some will be just completely sour, and some will taste like Hawaiian Punch with some sweet with the tart in with it, and that's what Florida Sweet and her Fruit Punch. This is Fruit Punch, and this one's Fruit Punch. And there's another guava. They are so good. I love guavas, especially guava jelly. Here's one. got some fruit on it, but it's green so you can't hardly see it, but it's got lots of fruit. Very delicious. I've also read that they're nematode sensitive, but I've not seen signs of that here or at my house, so I'm not sure. This was where their garden was this year. And the chickens back there. And that was their hoop house that was more like a greenhouse, but the hurricane took the top off of it. And I really think they need to just add shade cloth. I think that's what they're going to do now for the figs. And that's really helpful in Florida. We don't really need a greenhouse, but shade house is super helpful. Right there's Christmas loquat. It's about 4 years old. Delicious. And I would say I grafted about 10 or 15 loquats in the last few weeks. Love loquats. And here's some of their figs that my grandson took from cuttings from my house, and they are mainly Galazia negra. So delicious. See if there's any fruit on them. It's a really delicious fig. Now mine really hasn't fruited in a couple of years. One of mine's in ground and the other one is in a pot because of the nematodes. So I rooted one and put it in a pot, but it has not fruited yet. But he's got fruit on his. Lots of fruit coming on. And right back there is another beautiful Maui. And I think it's got a lot of fruit on it too. And then they have a Tice up front, and it's also got a lot of fruit on it. And this is the second time it fruited. It didn't fruit much at first, but it's got quite a bit of fruit on it now, which is unusual. I've not seen them fruit twice. But Maui's loaded up again. Very delicious. I got cuttings from Hawaii probably 6 or 7 years ago. And then this one is, I don't know, maybe 10 feet tall. And it's only a few years old, 3 years at the most. And never got watered or anything back here. So went through a drought and neglect and just doing fantastic. Maui is a delicious, ever-bearing mulberry. All right, have a great day. Plant lots of fruit trees. Central Florida, Zone 9B, and we get about 100 chill hours.